Hey guys, welcome back to XDA. Today we're going to take a look at a side floating launcher called Rover. It's a launcher that will go over your normal system launcher that will give you access to be able to launch shortcuts, applications, or even system setting toggles without having to leave anything that you're doing on your phone. Let's go ahead and check it out. So the first thing obviously we want to do is download and install the application. It's called Rovers. I'll go ahead and show you guys the icon right there. Wait. So it's called Rovers. Once you install it, you need to turn it on by pressing the little power button. You can activate it and deactivate it. And then once it's active, you'll see the little side launcher on the side. You have the option of setting it up and, of course, setting some actions. And then the ability also to download extensions. The extensions are a premium, so if you do want a complete package, you can get the $249. You can buy them in small pieces. But again, those are additional to the features that we're going to cover today in the free version. The other thing we are able to do is based actions. You can download and install different packs as well. Those are free. The battery level, the flashlight. I have a few installed and you can see them different ones like the direct SMS, direct call, clear RAM. All of those things, we'll get into that once we actually launch it. And of course, when we go into settings, we have the ability of customizing certain parts of this app. Mainly when we launch it here, you'll notice that there's a different color scheme. You can change the color, the default color for the folders, the default color for shortcuts, and the default color for the applications. You can also set the sticky corner. Right now it's automatic, so it means I can move it from the left to the right, but you do have the ability of sticking it to which side that you'd like. The other thing, of course, is orientation, and then add rover to edit mode only. So that's another option if you want to turn it on. The additional options here are only available if you do download the more settings option. That's an additional premium pack, so we won't be able to cover those. Last but not least, we do have the ability of muting the sound because it does make a sound by default. And of course, sending application data or anonymous data if you'd like to participate in data collection there. Other than that, here we don't really have that much other than translate. We can have a walkthrough to explain to us how to do it, contacting the developer, of course. But without further ado, the application really shines by itself. Because you can stick it to both sides, you actually launch it directly and it gives you the ability to access everything you need. You can set different actions and shortcuts by hitting the plus sign on the top, and we'll go through. So you have apps, the ability to, obviously quick link to an app. Shortcuts, which are the functionality that I was explaining to you before. Those are default shortcuts within your system. I was able to add the auto hibernate option from Greenify, so that's something I like to be able to turn on. It'll hibernate everything on my system and then turn off the screen. And that's one of my options here. The other thing we have the ability of doing here is adding actions, and those are the ones I was adding before. There are additional packs that you can download for battery level and flashlight, but the direct message one, which is really nice, and let's go ahead and go home, I'm able to basically from one click from within the application launch a direct message application directly to my friend using Textra, which is my default text messaging application, and I can just send that message, say test, and I'll say ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and then send, and I am done. The Textra application goes away. We'll go home, and then we're done with the application itself, and it goes back into docking mode. Very fast, very easy and quick, and that's one of the main benefits of it. Of course, we have the ability of accessing Google Now. That's something that you can do. The other thing you can also do here, it has a built-in app drawer. It's different than the one that you have within your system. It's a little slow when it loads, but other than that, it really works nicely and gives you access to all your applications, regardless of where you are. As you guys saw with the hands-on, the actual installation is pretty simple. You just need to turn it on once you install the application, and it will show a permanent floating action. It does kind of become transparent a little bit once you're not using it, and that makes it easier to kind of ignore. I did wish maybe there was a little bit more customization as far as maybe shrinking the trigger option, or maybe putting it to a point where it actually disappears and just you have to swipe it out to come out, as we've seen in other launchers that we've seen here on XDA before. I think as far as the application in the free version, it's functional and it will do exactly almost everything that you need it to do. But of course, there's additional functionalities that you can download at a premium price within the application, and it'll point you directly into the Google Play Store download options. So definitely expandable if you'd like to expand and get more functionalities out of it, but I feel like the free package is really well contained and it does pretty much what you need it to do. I would hope that in the future we'll see some speed improvements as far as loading things. I find that the actual animation's a little bit delayed, kind of almost makes me want to, I'd like it to be able to basically just launch it, access, boom, boom, and done. And right now I feel like I have to wait for it a little bit, especially if you're going into the app drawer, which as you guys saw, and I think my launcher would launch it faster if I had went that way anyways. So maybe not exactly too high on that end, but I think functionality-wise, it does give a core functionality that we normally don't have within our system. The ability to just jump directly into Google Plus for me is very nice because 90% of the time I'm actually on Google Plus, I'm on YouTube, and those are applications I launch all the time, and having access to them directly from anywhere on my UI makes it functional for me. So let me know what you guys think, if you've used other launchers that we've covered here on XDA, or if you like this one, maybe check it out and let me know what you think. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.